Here's creative relief.
Yo.
Cheese nips.
You.
You asked for it.
Stick around to the end. We love talking to you guys. Enjoy this
Do
episode
all
of
men
Spectrum
think the
Men.
same?
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
So that's important to you, to be like the breadwinner?
I'm the caretaker of society.
Yeah, you be that, shorty. I'ma do me though. You feel me? He got braces.
I have worried about the size of my penis. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god. This is a good question. I like this one.
Somewhat agree.
It's just a normal thing to be worried about, like when you're growing up. Like, you're like, am I normal? You know, like, I hate this.
Bro, what?
I guess like when I was younger, I was like, whoa, is this normal? Is this not?
Yeah.
But like, eventually I was like, no, I'm fine.
I feel like this
good.
whole conversation is just like bringing to my
You know what I'm
awareness
saying?
how
We
impressionable,
well endowed, you
how
feel
much
me?
of our lives and our masculinity is defined by when we're kids. When everybody's like, oh, you gotta have a big dick, you gotta have a big dick, and all you see is like, only time you see a dick is on porn, and it's like 14 inches. Then it's like, well, mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Then of course you're gonna like
The
start.
fuck you watching? Nigga watching horse porn or some shit? This nigga said 14 inches, bro. Nigga, what?
Thinking about it versus.
I'm actually changing my answer.
Damn. What?
I changed my mind because what he said was, it made a lot of sense because I remember the first time I saw porno and I saw a black guy's penis, I was like, I'm not like that. As I got older, I perfected my craft. I've never had a problem with women. It has nothing to do with the penis. It's all about, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. You just love a woman, you embrace each other, and it's just, I've never had a problem with a woman since then.
I think for younger guys, this is the
Respect.
concern that I'm
He said that on
realizing
camera in
is,
front of millions of people.
Maybe if these discussions were
Respect.
more open about size and whatever, and that really over time
What
it
is
all
he
becomes
talking
okay
about?
and it's fine, maybe that would help a lot.
A man should pay for the first date. 3, 2, 1, go.
He did his legit. I fuck with that. I like that Instagram post. Cause it's like, bro, the fuck I gotta pay for? Like, I pay, but like, why? Why I gotta pay though? Like, I pay, but why do I have to pay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like whoever asks whom out, whoever approaches whom. Wait, did I say whom right? Whomever approaches whom should pay for the meal. And that's just what it is.
I like the way the old school ways work. They did work. We just messed it up.
So that's important to you, to like take that leadership role, to be,
Tradition.
to
They
be
worked.
like the breadwinner?
I'm the
How they work? I'm confused.
caretaker
What
of
ways is he
society.
talking about?
I don't even like saying it this way. Once you give the woman the power, then you just demasculate yourself. I want to stick to what's made me happy, and my grandparents, my parents, I'm just gonna stick with it because it works. It's not perfect, but it works. Be a man, plain and simple.
I think.
Whoa.
I think we're just getting in dangerous territory when we start talking about chivalry. At the end.
This nigga said, be a man. Now, what if all the rest of them niggas just jumped his ass? That'd be funny. That's content. That's good material. That really should have happened because it would have way more views, way more clicks.
One day it's like, yo, baby, if you want to pay for this, like, there is no hierarchy here. Like, if you want to pay for this, pay for this. And maybe next time I'm like, I just got a check, so I'll pay for it.
Wasn't this the first meal though? You
Yeah,
said?
the first one.
Okay, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
What does it matter if?
Bro,
if it's
I'm
a
be
gr-
honest. You right. You only get one chance to make a first impression. But my nigga, we wouldn't be on this date if the first impression wasn't good. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, we all the way on this date now. We done had a conversation because that's how we got here.
girl or a guy. It's 2019, and your logic shouldn't be like,
This
no
nigga said
disrespect.
it's 2019.
Like, oh, because my grandpa did it and it worked for him, then it works for me. If she's not gonna date me that second time because I didn't pay for her, I think I dodged a bullet.
Good shit, homie. No cap. I fuck with him. Stay
Be
neutral,
real.
homie.
Be real.
At first, when I saw it, you know, and talking to my friends, and family, a lot of people in the South, they're like, these women should have spoke up a long time ago. And then I had to like step aside and really process it for myself and be like, you know what? She didn't feel comfortable, and it wasn't
He
she
gay.
wasn't in a society, in a place where it was acceptable for her to say anything about it. So now that they have
Nah,
the
he gay.
platform and the ability, I'm like,
It ain't nothing
that's
wrong with
amazing.
that.
Speak your truth.
It's
When
just
you
the
tell a child who is
observation I've
accused of rape
made
by a woman, has his
based
whole
off
life
of his
destroyed,
speech
and then people
pattern.
just
You
go,
know what I'm
"Huh."
saying?
There's always going to be people that take advantage of it. It's not going to be perfect. We're figuring it out as
And
we
that's
go.
cool.
But I think it's done more good than
But
it's
you
done
know-
bad.
I
And
think
for
I think we get to acknowledge the bad though. Like I think
Yeah,
like
of course.
that's why I'm doing like this thing is like for us to say like, oh, he did that to me, and all of a sudden now we've like vindicated that guy is like vilified. Like there is no
Cancel.
chance of like him having a say in the conversation.
Trial
we get to
by
have a
mob
conversation
is
every
not
time.
good. Like this mob mentality is bad. I
Yeah.
agree with that, but I don't think that's exclusive to the Me Too movement.
But we're using it right now to say, oh, that person is bad. Oh, fuck that person. There's no further conversations being happening. If it's a movement to say, yes, okay, this hierarchy we've created of men and women, which is a result of the way men are expected to act, that women are expected to act. Let's have those conversations and everything changes, and I'll be over there all fucking day.
Heard you.
Toxic masculinity is overblown. 3, 2, 1, go.
By overblown.
Wait,
Overblown. What is that?
can you use a different word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the exact right word.
Yeah, I think I just somewhat agree that it's blown out of proportion because I think what happens with social media is a group of people coin a term, and now we're all painted by it.
Like we are not in
Right.
like a post, I don't know, like rape culture world. You know, like women are being catcalled every day, and so like men are still, I think, seen or experienced as like a predatory presence to women. So like that's why I just don't think it's like overblown. I think it's new.
If we were good men, there wouldn't be feminists. They wouldn't be attacking us. They wouldn't be hating us. You have a lot of guys who don't want to commit to marriage. You have a lot of guys who catcall. So yes, men have become toxic. And once again, I have to be consistent with all my beliefs and all my morals. I'm very traditional.
I see what you're saying, but the way you're framing it, like this word moral is kind of
We don't know what that is anymore, though. That's
well,
the
it's like it
problem.
sounds like you're saying like it's men's job to be like the moral compass of society.
It is.
I think it's everyone's
Oh,
job.
he
It's
acting
everybody's,
bad.
But if men want to coin themselves as the leaders, you have to hold up to
that's-
the good and the bad.
That's part of the problem, though. Like that's what I think toxic masculinity, or it's putting too much pressure on yourself. I mean, it's very obvious that we're grappling with like the history and the damage of like what a world.
What are you talking about?
completely
What'd he
run by
say?
men with, like,
Run
a
that
moral
back.
compass.
Would be hating us. You have a lot of guys. There wouldn't be feminists.
It's just
He talking about if men was good
If we
men.
were good men, there wouldn't be feminists.
I'm guessing he talking about back in the day. If men was good men, there wouldn't be feminists. My nigga, if men gave women their fucking rights in the first place, there wouldn't be feminists. Like what is he talking about? What is he talking about? What is his definition of a good man? Like
They wouldn't be attacking us. They wouldn't be hating us. You have a lot of guys who don't want to commit to marriage. You have a lot
Like-
of guys who
men, the niggas that didn't want to let females vote.
catcall. So yes, men have become toxic. And once again, I have
Man,
to be,
women
I have to be
toxic too,
consistent
bro.
with
That's-
all my beliefs and all my morals. I'm
Hey,
very
two
traditional.
sides of the same
I
coin,
see
bro.
what you're saying, but the way you're
I
framing
think that's
it,
how you say
like,
that.
This
That
word
thing.
moral is kind of.
We don't know what that is anymore, though. That's
well,
the
it's like it
problem.
sounds like
We
you're
already heard it.
completely run by men does to us. That's why I think we're talking about toxic masculinity.
I am comfortable showing my
Hell yeah.
It's been like harped upon me for years that like showing my emotions were bad. And like me trying not to be gay, I'm like, no, like I don't want to show these emotions because I'm not gay. I can't.
I told you he was gay. Don't judge me. I told you. Rock, I told him. I told him that man was gay. I told him, Rock. I told him because I'm then, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm tapped in. You feel me? I'm tapped in. I'm on a higher level. No, I'm playing. But no, I dad said that he was gay though. And I knew that. Just off his speech pattern. You feel me?
Can't be gay. Like I'm not supposed to be gay. Like the church tells me, my dad tells me, my mom tells me, everybody's telling me I'm not supposed to be gay. So like just understanding that at 25, now 26, like I'm over here like, okay, like, oh, you're insecure. Okay, that's what that feels like. Oh, you're sad. That's what that feels like. I can now be aware of those things, but to show them to other people right now is like really hard for me.
I do feel like I'm very verbally like about my emotions with my wife, but I wouldn't agree completely because I'm not like that with anyone else. I mean, I just failed a college class and I was crying about it to my wife, but no one else at school saw me cry, you know? I specifically
This nigga
texted
cried
my
about
wife,
failing
make sure
a
the kids are
class.
asleep by the time I come home.
You know what I did when I failed my class?
As soon as I stepped through that threshold to my house, I was just gonna
Went
let
to the
go, and I
hoop
didn't
court,
want them to see that.
played
Like,
the next
day,
game.
I sat down and I had that conversation with them, like, hey, I just want to let you guys know, you know, your dad didn't pass this class, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm
Next
like, yeah,
time,
of course.
you
You know,
just
like,
cry in front of your kids, man. I remember like seeing my dad cry for the first time when his mom died, and I remember like imprinting that in my mind as like, wow, you know, like my dad can be upset, and that was like an important thing to witness.
It's reality, emotion.
Yeah, it's real.
I was raised by two parents that I never ever saw cry. The effect that had on me was by the time
Look
one
at
of them
that
passed
fit.
away very suddenly,
That
I
fit is trash.
didn't really seem to be affected at all. So I've actually had to do a lot of therapy on that. This thing about masculinity not being able to show
I hear the
your
music.
emotions is
Send it in.
very bad. It puts us backwards in
Word.
society, and we need to be thinking about how to tap into our emotions in a healthy way together.
Talk to him.
Thank you for saying your truth, brother.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Great job.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.